Hi, this is Mr. Fleming, and this video is for all my classes, and it's Christmas week, and we're winding things down. We will be going fully remote after Christmas until January 11th. So it is imperative that you do check out the LMS. I'll be putting up many videos up there, even during the Christmas holiday. And you should visit my YouTube channel and review some of the videos that are important to you and to your class specifically. But more and more, if we do go remote for long term, the connection will be on the LMS in your red web. So please keep that in mind. So this is a snow day. It's December 17th, and you guys are home. In the classroom, we did the setup for the project of 2 drawings. One was abstract, one was natural. And we talked about the process being the main point that I'm trying to drive home with this project, and that you have color studies, that you'll have thumbnails, a rough draft, and then final draft. Now, I'm expecting 2 drawings, and I think I've shown you these already. Now, these are relatively small, and I made them on cardstock, so I plan to use them this Christmas for people I don't hate. And you can see here my foreground, my midground, my background is established. I have secondary colors, green, orange, and purple, creating one half of the field, and complementary colors. Over here, we're on the vertical plane, and these are not necessarily abstract, they are figurative. But basically, they look like bowling pins, and they're just interesting fields in which I can put color in to see what they look like. And you should have 2 designs. Now, if you have 2 done, that doesn't mean you stop. No one is done. That sketchbook, you should be going at all times, and I should see you always creating in there. And if we are, and I think you should plan being remote learning until January 11th, between the week before Christmas vacation, the week after Christmas vacation, I should see at least 20 hours worth of drawing. It'll be almost a month before I see a lot of you, and that's a lot of time. And what I'm really looking for is a commitment of working in that sketchbook continuously. So if a project gets done, that doesn't mean you stop. Outside the classroom, I'm expecting you 5 hours every week in your sketchbook with the projects we're doing, but also your own drawing. So just keep that in mind. With the last one, I talked about color. This one I want to talk about is the weight of the line, and how to use the weight of the line to give emphasis to a drawing. So I have my thumbnails on this side, and I'm using Bristol just because I like it. It should be my sketchbook, I know, but I just don't like the sketchbook paper. Here are my color studies, and some more color studies, and here I'm working on the vertical, but over here I'm working on the horizontal, and I want to make kind of an eye and a reflection of 2 people in the eye right there, and there are my thumbnails. And on the back, I have a place here to study the black and white, and that's what I want to focus in on, is the black and the white and how to go to shape. So here are my roughs, my color, my black and white studies, my thumbnails, everything's done, and this goes to my final draft. And you can see I'm involved in my final draft right here. I'll ask you to look at this one and notice the difference in the weight in line. I plan to put the emphasis in the pupil. I might round that off as I'm looking at it. But the thickness of the shapes of the black is meant to help my design out. I will be using color for this one. I have color all tested, but notice how the different weight of the line gives different emphasis. As I fall back, hopefully that will look like a reflection. With this one's a little bit different. What I'm trying to do here is develop kind of a stained glass feel to it. So I'm making these thin lines first and then filling the black in, and I'm going to show you how to do that in 1 second. But before I got to the stage, please keep in mind, I do have my roughs, my line weight, my black and white test, my color test, more color test, and those are my thumbnails. That's what I'm looking for in your drawing, not just an excellent final draft. So let's go to a little bit drawing technique, shall we? Not too long. What I want to talk about is your different pens. Your different pens have different weight sizes. So this one is a 0.3. This is a micron, so it's a different brand. This is a 0.8. They're both felt tip black markers. The brand is secondary. Some brands are better than others. These are off the shelf. The micron's not bad, but it's only okay. Sharpie is just a brand name. It's a felt tip marker. But again, coming in different sizes really help out a lot. In fact, I even have this one, which will make my life so much easier when I want to try to tackle this black and white. So let's take a look at this one here. What we're going to do is try to find the line. Now, this line in particular, I got to be careful of because I want this to be back in space, and I want to fill some brown in there. And I know that because I did a color test beforehand. This is going to be the crook of a shepherd's staff. Now, I know Joseph was a carpenter, not a shepherd, but I kind of like the shepherd motif. And we're it's Christmas time. It's a great time to revisit Scripture and to read St. Matthew and St. Luke. They have the narrative scenes of Jesus, and it's always kind of fun to read those during the holiday. Some people like the night before Christmas, but I like the traditional stories. All right. So notice the way the line is going to be a lot smaller back here. Now, this foreground, I want to thicken this up. I want the line to be thicker to make more emphasis on the Madonna and Child. So now I have both sides with the black line on the side, so now I can just go in there and I can feel just the tip, and I don't have to worry about the edging. It'll be all taken care of for me. And there is there. So, I'll get down here too. I'll do that later on. I don't need the videos too long. Keeping the videos under 10 minutes was a request by my students, and I want to respect that just a little bit. But you can see how I'm using different weight of the line to put this person in the background and putting Mary in the foreground. It's not truly abstract, I agree, but really I'm just looking for interesting shapes to put fields of color, and I have my color all worked out beforehand, so I know where I'm going with it. But also take a look at this one where I have the different weight of the line to put the character in the eye, which I'm hoping to fall back. So I will get these two done before Friday, and I'm expecting you to get your images done also. I'm looking for quality images, quality final draft work. We've had about a week and a half to work on this project. I've done the thumbnails in class, I've done the color studies outside of class, but we know the process at this point. It really is committing ourselves to that sketchbook and getting the work done. I strongly recommend a daily habit of drawing 15-20 minutes in your sketchbook. It'll make your life easier and will get the work done. Waiting to the last moment is not a good idea, so please use your time wisely. I know it's a snow day, but I'm sorry. Scrooge canceled all snow days. You have to go to work. Be in touch with the LMS. Please check out my YouTube video and review all the some of the lessons we've done. And Merry Christmas to you and all you love. And don't forget to make art, because art won't make itself.